Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 23295 Northeast Village Court here in Wood Village. We're located on the left side of the home, near the gas meter. You can even see that thing. We have a 3-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. We're going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. We just zeroed out the foot counter at the bottom of the cleanout. Off we go. And so far here, we'll have a better look when we come out. Hopefully my camera does a little bit of cleaning, but this first 15 feet or so here, my camera is just riding over solid grease buildup. Now the line may need some drain cleaning. We'll see how it looks when we reel the camera out. So we have a Y connection that comes in here at 54 feet, and immediately as we make this turn here, we'll try and locate at the end and see what that Y is. It appears we've just transitioned over to concrete pipe. It's very normal to have a test Y or a test T connection right before a transition like that. That does not appear to be a party line or anything like that coming in there. We've reached the main here at 80 feet. We're going to go locate while the pipe drains out. All right, we located the camera head successfully. The line terminates at the main out here on Northeast Village Court. And I located the terminus like directly in front of the neighbor's driveway next door. So we're going to pull back here a little bit and try and locate to see if this crosses their property line, because it is smack dab in front of their house. It's not even close to in front of this one. And that Y connection I mentioned earlier, it's feasible that that could actually be some type of party line. So we'll see if the neighbors are home next door here in a moment and have them run water and see if anything comes through on the camera. If nothing else, I would recommend contacting the city or pulling records through title to see if there's any record of an easement or anything of that sort. All the stringy stuff we're seeing hanging down from the top of the pipe there, that's just cobwebs. Those aren't roots coming through or anything of that nature. So here's the Y. We're going to push out just a little bit here and see if the line is running out under the neighbor's driveway or what's going on here. Okay, we just located the camera head here, and we are just to the left of the neighbor's driveway, so we're well onto their property at this point. We've found some documentation here, I think through title, that mentions an easement for the sewer line, an 18-foot wide easement. I would just try and contact the city and verify all that stuff is kosher and there's no issue with a party line or something of that sort. It would appear, though, that we're going to see at the neighbor's home, and we'll have them run water here, see if we can catch it on camera. All right, we just tried to make contact with the neighbors next door. Unfortunately, we're not getting an answer at the door right now. So I would recommend, I'll try and draw a diagram, but where this ends up being at, where we locate it, the concrete transition is just to the left of their driveway. That's if you're looking at the front of the home from the street. And it's very well lined up, or almost lined up with the clean out coming out of their house. And based on the easement documents here, it would appear that there's some type of paperwork involving a sewer and water easement. I would just try and get a hold of the city and confirm that that is the case and everything here is permitted and allowed to be this way. And I'm assuming that that's a party line connection. It may not be one. And so here at the top of the pipe, you'll see there's kind of some junk hanging down here. All that appears to be is cobwebs. There is a secondary clean out right between this property and the one next door. It's actually closer to the neighbor's driveway. It has a busted cap. Someone took the top of it off with a lawnmower. And what that's done is that's allowed spiders to crawl down inside there and make cobwebs. Those aren't roots coming through there, though. I would recommend getting a new cap put on that so kids don't throw rocks down the pipe. Aside from that, it's not a huge deal, but I have seen lots of circumstances where kids throw rocks down pipes just because there's a pipe to throw a rock down. My camera did a pretty darn good job here of removing a lot of that grease. It scraped a pathway through a lot of it. So there's a fair amount that was removed, but spots back into here, you've still got half-inch thick grease buildup. I would still recommend drain cleaning to remove that stuff. The line is still functioning, but it's going to be draining slower than it should. And what that grease does is it's a sticky substance that causes things like paper or toilet paper that would otherwise make its way out to the main to get stuck in the sewer line. I would recommend degreasing the pipe here. And if you do any drain clean work, make sure a rescope is done to check the work. Make sure someone's not wasting your money and time. And then you've got grease buildup, looks like going back into the home here. But most of it starts at the exterior. Once we pop inside the house, that pipe is nice and spiffy clean. And what the reason for that a lot of the time is the pipe underground especially is a lot cooler. And so when that grease and water get on the exterior, it tends to cool down and it causes that grease to harden up. So, but the line itself here appears to be in good condition. Has adequate flow at this time. It will have proper flow once it has been degreased. But all the pipe we have scoped here today all appears to be in good condition and will function proper after it is cleaned. And again, I recommend putting a new cap on that secondary clean out and verifying with the city that this line is allowed to cross the neighbor's property. And there's proper easements in place. It looks like the line crosses under their entire driveway out to the other side of it. I'll make sure there is documentation in place in the event that a repair is ever needed to be done. But the sewer line is functioning at this time.